Hi everyone, this is Selvi. Today's topic is Daily Standup Meeting or Daily Scrum Call. So, Daily Standup Meeting is a Scrum event. We have already covered two Scrum events, Backlog Refinement Meeting and Sprint Planning Meeting. This is the third event that we are going to discuss in this episode. So, Daily Standup Meeting is also called as Stand-up Meeting, Daily Huddle, Scrum Call. All these are different names. What is the purpose of this meeting? First thing, it is not a status meeting. It is not a meeting where we will be discussing about the status. That's why we are meeting every day. That is not the right thing. So, what is the purpose? Why are we even daily meeting and spending around 15 minutes of time of the whole team? What is the purpose? This meeting is mainly a collaboration meeting. This collaborative meeting helps team members to synchronize, share the risk, dependencies, impediments, anything that they are facing, or they are able to see that some of the risk may come in future. They can express that. In addition, they will be able to understand what is the current progress to reach or achieve our sprint goal. And with related to the sprint execution, what is our current state? These all things, these all information we are going to discuss in this meeting. So this meeting is not a status meeting. This meeting is a collaborative meeting to synchronize on certain information. We will see each and every information what we try to discuss in this meeting. Now, this meeting is only facilitated by the Scrum Master. It is not owned by the Scrum Master. The development team owns this meeting. So even if Scrum Master is not available or product owner is not available, this meeting as a self-organized team, development team owns this meeting. So what happens in this meeting? So Scrum Master facilitated the meeting. All the team members are participating in this meeting. Before attending the meeting, all the team members should ensure certain things. One is on the physical board and the second one is on the tool that we are using. That can be Azure DevOps or TFS or Jira. What are the things that they need to take care? One is they need to update the remaining hours in the task detail. So every work item, team members will be creating relevant tasks. They assign those tasks in their name and they will be working on that task. In general, a task will not go more than a day. This is a best practice. Sometimes some of the tasks may actually go beyond a day. But it should be very clear. For example, let me put it in a way that is easily understood. I am owning a task. Okay, I need to prepare a UI of the screen. That's the task that I am owning. And I planned it like I will be spending around some 20 hours to complete this task. So 20 hours means it already crossed like maybe almost 3 days, right? Now, on the last day, I feel that I cannot complete it in 20 hours. I need some extra hours. Where am I going to express that? It is in the remaining hours. So I have completed 15 hours of work, but I feel like another 5 hours will not be sufficient and I need another 7 hours. That means remaining hours I will put it as 7. What is the benefit of doing this? This gives a highlight to the Scrum Master that something is a blocker or something is delaying your work. So Scrum Master gets that hint and he or she will be able to plan the remaining task that you will be picking up in the upcoming days. He or she can express that or you yourself can express that as a team member in the stand-up meeting. Hey team, I need your help because this work is taking little bit more time. So other work, if someone else can pick it up, they can pick it up. This is the advantage of this meeting. It is not about me sharing, okay, I have done this yesterday, I'm doing this today, and I'll be completing this. No, that's not the whole purpose. Of course, we follow a pattern. Every team member in this meeting will be sharing their information like, yesterday I worked on this, and today I am planning to work on this, and I don't have any kind of dependency or risk. Or if they feel any dependency or impediment or blocker or risk, they will express that. This is the pattern. But the whole idea before coming to the meeting is, please express the remaining hours properly and update the status of the task appropriately. When I say status of the task, whether it is done or not, whether it is in progress, what is the problem, still it is in progress. So that will give much more clarity in the physical board when we are talking, when we are expressing the details from our side. So in this meeting, before coming for the meeting, update the task status properly in the respective columns in the physical board. In the similar fashion, update the remaining hours of the task in the tool. Now, as I mentioned, every team member will be sharing something like what they have done yesterday, what they are planning to do today, any open dependencies or risk or impediments. So now, what is the difference as a collaboration? One example as I had given, I am expressing my concern as a team member that I am unable to complete the task in the planned time. So I am sharing that information to my team members and highlighting that, please, I need your help on my second task that I have planned already, or the upcoming story I have planned already. Please, someone who has some bandwidth, kindly help me on that. And the next option is, when I say, this is one option of synchronizing with the team with the help of the information, and all the team members are on same page. They know that I need some help. So we all are aligned. This is one example. The second example is, as a team member, I am saying that I have completed the UI, but I need some time in picking up the backend API related implementation. So only I have completed the UI. Now, when tester feels that they are free, they can pick up this and start testing the activity, start testing the user story only on the UI. Because the whole piece of implementation is not available yet, but UI is available. So they can very well start testing the UI. And the same way, if other team member is free, they can say like, okay, oh, this you have completed the UI. Let me pick up the API today because I completed my other story little early. I have some time, so I can work on the API and let's try to integrate it today only. And I can sit with you. Let's do the pair programming. Awesome. So that's what is all about the collaboration. Tester is getting into picture, other team member is supporting you. And what happens? One more example, let's take. When I'm sharing an information that I have worked yesterday and I want to share something interesting that I feel like that implementation, what I have done can be used as a reusable component in other places. So I'm expressing that. Team, I have completed so and so module, and the task that I have completed related to the API, I feel that you people will be able to reuse that. Let me know if that is feasible. I can quickly connect with you all and share what we have done at the end of the stand-up, so that you people can reuse it. So we are making every one of the team member and every person in the team is available with the same information, and we all are aligned. That's the purpose of this collaboration. So what happens after the whole whole set of team members have shared the information? At the end, this person who wants to share that information quickly for 5-10 minutes can connect with the team members and say, hey, this is what I have done. You people can reuse it if you want. I think it will be helpful. So is that all about only team members in the stand-up meeting? No, not only the team members. Usually what happens in the backlog refinement meeting, we would have identified certain dependencies or certain risk or certain things as blockers for the backlog refinement itself. Like we identified as a impediment or a blocker, and we are unable to move from that to the next step of the refinement till that is resolved. So now these all dependencies, risk, impediments, blockers, all these things have been identified in the backlog refinement meeting are owned by the Scrum Master, and all those things are added as the placeholder, as a overhead kind of story. Okay, overhead placeholder item. I won't call it as a story. Story means it should have a logical meaning. Here it is all about a placeholder. So in this placeholder, there are many dependencies, many risks are identified that are available based on the priority, based on the quick need, based on the order. All the items are being worked by the Scrum Master. Now, Scrum Master will share the information about those open items, dependencies, risk. Hey, this dependency is resolved. This dependency, we need some more time. This dependency is actually not yet started. This risk, I have made the mitigation plan. I'll share it with you guys as we have discussed. All these things will be discussed by the Scrum Master at the end. Next is the product owner. If there is a change in the priority, or if there is any change in the sprint goal, or if there is any requirement or the sprint backlog item that became obsolete, or is there any scope change, all these things will be shared in the end of the daily stand-up meeting. Like say for example, in the scope we have not planned. We will talk about scope in a separate episode. I'll definitely try to cover as early as possible as the next episode. So what does scope mean? Scope is, for a quick reference, whatever the sprint backlog items that we have planned in this sprint execution to achieve that sprint goal that we have committed, that is the scope of the sprint. Let's take login functionality. This login user story, the scope is to enter the username, password, and click on login. Login should happen successfully and the user should be able to see the home page. There was no cancel button that was initially planned. But now during the sprint execution, product owner is thinking, no, I need a cancel button. So when I click on cancel, it should reset the text fields if any values have been already entered. But this was not planned. Scope. So we are changing the scope. We are changing the scope from when we planned during the sprint planning, and after few days of the sprint execution, product owner is planning to change. This should be expressed in the daily stand-up meeting. What is the disadvantage if product owner can directly go and talk to the team member, right? No. That is not the right thing. Because first of all, scope changes should be captured. So when we will be discussing on the episode related to scope, we will talk about scope change management. So now the interesting part is, if product owner directly conveys to the team member that this is the scope I am expecting, there are chances we may not be able to capture the scope changes. That is one disadvantage. And second thing is, here every single change or every single modification in the sprint backlog should be known to the entire team, because as a team we are committing to achieve the sprint goal, not a single person. So everyone should know if there is a scope change happening. Everyone should participate in the estimation if there is a need of re-estimation. So for all those things, product owner should mention those things in the end of the stand-up meeting. So these all are two different things as a Scrum Master and a product owner they should convey. And sometimes product owner also may be owning certain dependencies. So product owner also supposedly share the status of where we are with those dependencies. So now development team has shared the details, Scrum Master has shared the details, product owner has shared the details. Let's consider when team member is sharing the details. For example, team member A, let me take Selvi. I am sharing the details on the daily stand-up meeting. I have a technical question to my technical architect. I am putting that question also, and I am looking for some support from my technical architect in that meeting. Is that allowed? No. This meeting is completely for collaboration and bringing the team on synchronization. When I say collaboration and synchronization of data among the team members, as a team member, I can express I am blocked and I need some technical support on this work item from my technical architect. I can express that because I have a dependency. But I should not take that meeting, deviate the content of the meeting to make it as a technical discussion. What I can do is I can say that I need some support from my technical architect on so and so item. I'll be clarifying after this meeting straight away to the technical architect. That can be a good option. Not discussing technical things on this meeting. Can we extend this meeting? No. It should be time boxed and everyone should be very crisp about the details what they are sharing. This meeting should not get extended, and this meeting should happen preferably at the start of the day. We will see the best practices when we have teams in a distributed fashion, how to manage the teams when it is co-located. This we will be discussing in the best practices of daily stand-up meeting, but preferably at the start of the day. If this meeting happens, it's well and good. Now, what is the core outcome of this meeting? First thing is, we are able to identify dependencies, risk, blockers, impediments from team members and from the whole team transparently. And there is a transparent information that has been shared, which talks about what is the sprint progress going on and what is the state of task that we are handling now. All those things with the transparency we are sharing. All the team members are synchronized and aligned with the data what we have. We have the updated sprint backlog that is available after this meeting. And as a team, we have collaborated and understand the status of the sprint goal that we have committed. This is the outcome of this meeting. So I think in this episode, we have covered most of the details related to our daily stand-up meeting or the daily Scrum call. There will be one more episode that will be coming related to the best practices of this meeting and how to handle, especially on distributed and co-located team. Thanks everyone for listening. Happy learning and stay tuned.